wind energy sites have been used, and you take into account problems like forest areas, etc., then the exploitable potential would be lesser. But I think given the targets we have, 500 gigawatt from fossil fuel sources by 2030, we need every drop in the ocean, and we need to accelerate wind energy capacity addition. Wind energy capacities were the initial capacities in renewable energy which our country saw, and public policy at that time had a huge role to play in promoting wind energy, feed-in tariffs, etc., plus a host of other concessions that were given. And I had this feeling that public policy should again respond at this point to ensure that wind energy capacities are added faster than what we have seen in recent years. We have been exploring a number of things. As Mr. Nayak said, there is a target of 140 gigawatt. It's not actually a target. It's something which optimization report, optimal mix report came up with. 140 gigawatt is the capacity you would add in wind energy to optimize costs across various type of resources. And we need to go around, we need to reach around that figure, and we need to do everything that is possible to achieve that figure. There have been a number of issues in wind energy. COVID affected supply chains badly. There is this issue of the auction mechanism which Mr. Tati has been raising repeatedly. There is this issue of wind tariffs being driven down artificially so that the projects become unviable. And one way out suggested is that we have state-specific bids. So we have been working on all these issues. There is also a demand for pooling various types of wind tariffs so that everyone gets the same wind tariff. So we have been working on these issues, and I think we have made good progress. There is a report prepared by a committee under Mr. Shekhar, Joint Secretary, which is ready, and we'll soon examine it and see what we can do. We have been trying to help wind energy in other ways also. Most states, you would be aware, have been raising this demand of fungibility of renewable purchase obligations. The MNRE, if the Power Ministry had its way, I think the fungibility would be there. We have been resisting that because we know if you allow fungibility across the purchase obligations, then I think it would languish further. And then there is this whole issue of offshore wind, which frankly, and I'll be honest here, we have not been able to proceed with in the last couple of years at least. But now I think we are at a stage where we can see rapid progress. The models have been worked out. The only issue is that we need assured subsidy help in the initial projects. And that could come in a variety of ways, maybe through concessional funding, maybe through state government support, Government of India support, and maybe a mix of all these possibilities. So we are working on that, and once some support is assured, I think we are at a stage where we can progress rapidly. About manufacturing, that is something which makes us proud. Wind manufacturing is strong. So of course we would like more exports of wind energy equipment. There have been demands for help to wind manufacturing also. Again, there it's difficult to help a sector which is already strong. If you ask for PLI for wind manufacturing, it becomes difficult because on the one hand we say that wind manufacturing is strong. On the other hand, we demand help for wind manufacturing. But we are alive to the problem, and if there is anything which we can possibly do, we'll certainly do it. So one other issue I wanted to flag was this issue of the mismatch we see in what the developers say and what the manufacturers say. I think that needs to be reconciled. And I think that's frankly upon the developers and manufacturers both to reconcile. On the one hand, we say that everything is strong in manufacturing. On the other hand, we have developers who say that equipment is not available on time. But this is a problem we don't come across only in wind. This is a problem we come across in solar manufacturing also. I think in solar manufacturing it has become more acute in recent months. So that is something which I wanted to flag.